The House Rules Committee will come to order with... All right. We will now be hearing testimony on House Bill 4981, and Representative Fairbairn will be testifying with Carol Berger, the Secretary of Michigan Mental Health Counselors. Please begin when you're ready.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and members of the committee. I appreciate the opportunity to come before you this morning to speak to the merits of House Bill 4935, which will amend Michigan Public Health Code to redesignate limited license counselors as limited license professional counselors. This new designation, as requested by the Michigan Mental Health Counselors Association, is intended to provide greater clarity of meaning, professional identity, and alignment of Michigan's public health terminology with that of many other states. A limited license counselor, or LLC, practices under the supervision of a licensed professional counselor, or LPC, and is typically in the process of earning full licensure as a licensed professional counselor. Thus, redesignation to LLPC would clarify their role and status. This change will also more closely align Michigan's health professional terminology with that of the 34 states that have already entered the multi-state counseling compact, as Michigan is seeking to do under legislation passed by this chamber earlier this year. This change would also eliminate common confusion between the business acronym for a limited liability company, which is also abbreviated LLC, and which causes confusion for members of the public who are more accustomed to reading LLC as a business structure, moreover than a mental health professional. Now to offer a little more feedback on this is Carol Berger. She's a licensed professional counselor and secretary of the Michigan Mental Health Counselors Association.
Chair Schutte, Chair Schutte and honorable committee members, I'm here today to respectfully request your support in restoring the professional designation Limited Licensed Professional Counselor, or LLPC, in Michigan's counselor licensing law. I also want to thank Representative Fairbairn for sponsoring this important bill. In 2019, when Michigan passed Public Act 96, the legislation inadvertently changed the longstanding term Limited Licensed Professional Counselor, or LLPC, to Limited Licensed Counselor, LLC. While this may seem like a minor change, it's created significant and ongoing confusion in our field. For nearly 3 decades, from 1990 to 2019, Michigan used the LLPC designation. The change to LLC was not intentional. It was an oversight that has had unintended consequences. This matters because, as Rep. Fairbairn said, the abbreviation LLC is universally recognized as limited liability corporation in business and legal contexts. When our counselors use LLC after their names, it creates confusion among clients seeking mental health services, insurance companies processing claims, other healthcare providers making referrals, professional credentialing bodies, and the general public. Additionally, Michigan now stands alone in using the LLC terminology. Most of the country recognizes and uses LLPC for this level of professional counselor licensing. This inconsistency creates unnecessary barriers for counselors who are licensed in multiple states and adds confusion to interstate professional recognition. We respectfully ask this committee to support HB 4981, which would restore the limited licensed professional counselor designation. This would eliminate confusion with business entities, align Michigan with national standards, restore clarity to professional credentials, and honor the nearly 30-year tradition that existed before 2019. This is a simple technical correction that will have meaningful impact for Michigan's mental health counselors and the clients they serve. Thank you for your consideration and your continued support of mental health services in Michigan, and I welcome any questions you may have.
Thank you, Representative Martin.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So is Michigan already in the mental health compact?
The legislation has passed the House.
Okay, so it has been signed into law. Would this prohibit or complicate the designation for those working outside the state or those wanting to work inside the state? Or is it just something I want to clarify? It wouldn't stop the compact?
It wouldn't prohibit.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Any other questions, members of the committee? Thank you both. And not wishing to speak in support of the bill is Dwayne Brejic from the National Association of Social Workers. Was I close? All right. Well, we'll see.